appeal, and out. Patel is gone. Hick has his rewards. And New Zealand lose a 6th wicket at 340.
Well, that's a shake of the head by Deepak Patel as he was given out, but I think that's out. Look at this, you just can't sweep off a length. There's the ball, the arm ball, just went dead straight. And I just don't think you can sweep willy-nilly off the stumps.
So Patel departs just a few minutes before stumps, and New Zealand 340 for 6.
And that's how it finished. 3 days gone. New Zealand 35 ahead with 4 wickets left.
This test, England made 305. New Zealand in reply at stumps on day 3, 340 for 6. A wonderful partnership between Wright and Jones took New Zealand through to 244 before the 2nd wicket fell. Here's the England bowling figures. A lot of work done so far by Tufnell and Hick. They've got 2 wickets apiece. One to Lawrence, that was Blair Hartland, the 1st wicket to fall, and the other wicket has fallen to a run out. So let's go to the continuation of the New Zealand first innings with Rod Latham and Chris Cairns, the 2 players from Canterbury together. A lead for New Zealand so far of 35. New Zealand looking to push on the 4th morning.
Giving himself a bit of room. He's got it through. What a good shot. Didn't seem to have much power, but it just sped away off the bat. Struggling a bit out there on the boundary, but it's made it. Back foot. He stumped that one, and that's a beauty. Long chase for Lawrence. He does well.
That was a splendid stop, wasn't it?
Oh, overpitched. Swung away. Thank you very much. Well hit by Latham. Oh, down the wicket. Over the top. Well hit. And that's 4 runs.
What a fine stroke that was.
Well, Latham's been bowled by Hick. Playing across the line, swinging across it. And Hick gains another wicket, his 3rd, with Latham bowled Hick for 25. And New Zealand are now 369 for 7.
Yes, here we go, Rod. He likes to play that shot. He was aware of keeping on with the game, keeping the runs coming, but that one just turned a little, kept a little low, if anything, Peter.
So Latham ends his 1st innings in Test cricket in this manner. Swinging across the line. It would have been a safer shot if he'd played it down the ground, trying to hit in the V, but he tried to wipe it across to mid-wicket. And the head went with the ball in the direction that he was hoping to take it. Bang, a marvellous shot for on-stump vision.
Ian Smith away through mid-wicket. One of his favourite shots. May just be overhauled. And the batsmen are coming for their 3rd run. Well, this is a situation really tailor-made for Ian Smith's batting style. Swept very fine. He might get this to the fence. And he does.
So Smithy back at the crease. Oh, he could be out. No, it's over the top. Good shot.
Just looking from where we are, quite high up, I felt like you were initially,
Yes.
and it was down Gooch's throat.
Yes, we're very high in this advanced stand, and looking from that angle, it didn't seem to be going that high, but he hit it a lot better than we gave him credit for. And it went well clear.
Yes, that was a good bottom-handed blow, wasn't it?
Well, that's positive stuff. And he's gone again. This is a lot higher, but it will probably, yes, it stopped. It's the old chip to the green, that one. So Jack Russell racing after this one. And there's the 400 for New Zealand. So 400 up with a leg by. Oh, it's got hold of that one better, and that'll go away for 4. Alan Lamb had no chance. And again, Graham Hick just dropping short and a little wide. Oh, it's bowled. Well, the big slog, and he missed it, and it hit the stumps.
So, at any rate, Hick may not have been the best of the spinners today, but he's the most successful. Picked up a couple of wickets. He's now got 4 for 116, I think it is.
Yes, New Zealand losing their 8th wicket with Ian Smith, and tossed up. He decided to go for it and missed it. Spun a bit, hit mainly leg stump, didn't it? So Ian Smith, a brief but exciting innings.
And now we're going to have Murphy Stewart to see if he can continue the good work of that 36 in the second innings at Auckland.
He showed that he's capable of hitting the ball and hitting it rather well.
And that's exactly the reason that he's coming in now. Smithy having a tremendous wipe there and missing. And the middle of the leg stumps taking the damage, but it didn't go very quickly, and I don't think stump vision will have had a nasty shock that time.
Today, 12:30.
Oh, he swept that. He's got it through. Bad fielding from Ellingworth again. He probably should have stopped that.
Lovely throw there. Beautiful throw from Hick.
Well, and here's Stewart getting some of them. That's a lovely shot. He hit that better than I first thought. It raced away. And he bowled quicker too, but what a lovely shot from Murphy Stewart. A half volley which was treated by the number 10 batsman for New Zealand with the quality of shot that we saw yesterday from John Wright.
It's an hello ball at this time of the day.
Sewer goes again, down the ground. Tremendous cricket shot from Murphy Sewer. My word, this fellow can bat.
Beautifully taken by Russell. Appeal, and he's gone. So Cairns is out, caught down the leg side by Jack Russell. Didn't appear to be a great deal of excitement amongst the English fieldsmen, but Cairns was well aware that he had touched it, and Russell's come up with a very good catch.
Yes, it just went down the leg side. You could almost say he strangled him out there. A little glance off the bat. We've all done it. You look to glance it and you get it a bit too fine. The keeper catches it and you think, oh, I just needed a bit more bat on that. I think it was 4 runs.
Good innings from Chris Cairns. So he departs out for 33, and New Zealand 430 for 9. New Zealand's lead at the moment is 126 runs, and the best part of 2 days remaining. 5 sessions left. This should be the last over before lunch. And Sewer with a nice drive down to long off, gets 1 run. Last ball now. Copybook forward defensive stroke played by Danny Morrison, and the players turn and head now for the pavilion. That is lunch on the 4th day of this test match. And New Zealand will go to lunch at 432 for 9 after starting the day at 340 for the loss of 5. So it's been a very good morning for New Zealand.
At lunchtime, Martin Crowe declared the New Zealand innings closed at 432 for 9, centuries to Wright and Jones yesterday. Today, Rod Latham making a useful contribution in his first test for 25. Chris Cairns played well for 33. Ian Smith was aggressive for 21. And at the end, Murphy Sewer played some very good shots indeed to be 20 not out. A lead for New Zealand of 127 on the first innings. And look at the work done by the England spin bowlers. Phil Tufnell put down 71 overs for 2 wickets. And the most successful bowler, Graham Hick, 4 for 126 off a marathon 69 overs. in the hands of Danny Morrison and Chris Cairns, going out to open the batting for England again. Remember, they're 127 runs behind Graham Gooch and Alex Stewart.
Now Cairns. Gooch to 4. That's the England total. Well, it came back from the edge. It was kept under control by Gooch, but it was just sneaking towards the outside edge and wasn't far away from carrying from the edge of the bat.
Nice shot here from Alex Stewart. Beautifully timed. Sewer has the chase, and he'll get to it. And the batsmen have time for 3 runs.
Super shot, wasn't it?
Oh, popped around shot.
Well, that was a splendid ball. Gooch didn't play it well. I think he may have let the memory of the one he nearly chopped into his stumps earlier in the over affect him. He didn't get behind it. He played it with his bat in front of him, and it lobbed there into the gully, and a good falling catch by Ken Rutherford.
So a big breakthrough here for New Zealand. Let's have another look at it.
Well, he had his bat in front of his body. He didn't control the stroke at all, unlike Gooch, and he just bubbled away off the top of the bat, and Rutherford made no mistake at all, and that is the breakthrough that New Zealand will badly have wanted. Gooch out. He's a marvellous player. He rates #1 in the world. But there's no good having the best player in the world if he's back in the pavilion. 17 for 1.
So Hick has arrived because of this.
Yes, in that instance, Gooch almost taking a leaf out of Hick's book. He was in no position to play that. And weight right on the back foot, and with the bat out in front of him. It's a very well-placed short ball from Cairns.
Oh, dear me.
Well, that could so easily have gone onto the stumps off the inside edge there. Stewart having a great piece of luck.
Oh, he's got a hold of this one. That's a nice shot. Cairns dropping short, and Hick helped it on its way. And that's a confidence-boosting shot for Graham Hick off the last ball of the over, and it's 25 for the loss of 1.
And Ken Rutherford in the gully, waiting now. Or hooking away, got hold of that one very well indeed, no question about it. 4 runs. Oh, he's gone for the big drive, and he's got hold of it nicely straight down the ground. John Wright after it. It'll be touch and go. He should drag it in. So Danny Morrison back into the attack. Oh, he clipped that one away. That was a beautiful shot. It just raced away square.
Andrew Jones, top scorer for New Zealand with 143. Well, here comes Sewer. All the way through mid-wicket. That's off the 4. Nobody out on the deep. Murphy Sewer is dropping it a bit too short there for a man like Hick, who looks in pretty good touch with that sort of delivery.
Well, that's right. The ball short, had plenty of time there, just stood up for him to play that shot. But Hicks had quite an indifferent start, actually, to this innings. So he had a couple of cup shots that he played and missed at. He had one where he could have been out caught that pad very early on in his innings. But since then, he has played some delightful shots. And, of course, we know that Graham Hicks promised so much in Test cricket. He's really yet to deliver. Perhaps today is his day.
Sir Richard, you put the Hicks on Graham Hick very nicely for the New Zealand side. Graham Hick caught by Smith. Murphy Sewer has a wicket in his first over. Hick gone for 22, and England 52 for 2, and still quite some runs behind, wiping off that deficit. Big wicket for Sewer, big wicket for New Zealand.
Yes, well, that's well bowled by Sewer, on target. It just started to go away a little bit. Hick just pushing forward, probably wanted to withdraw a little bit. and finds the edge. Smith takes the catch. That's a big wicket for New Zealand.
Graham Hick is the second batsman out for England. It's 52 for 2.
Driven well through extra cover. That's a lovely shot for an Alex Stewart.
It's easy to hit Rob Latham with one of them.
Just a bit slow getting away from that. There he goes again. Goodbye, Deepak Patel.
Oh, that's nicely played.
Minus 56 for 2.
Well, hasn't this man made progress in this series? Didn't play in the first test, of course. Came in for the second in Auckland.
He's taken it to it like a duck to water, hasn't he? I mean, he looks to me as though he might have been playing it all his life. He's certainly not nervous anymore.
Away it goes again. You can't drop short to Alex Stewart. That's a nice looking shot, and in fact it's through.
There was nothing indecisive about that. Lovely, wasn't it?
Beautiful shot. First boundary for Robin Smith. Oh, and it's just away from Latham. Whether there was any bat on it remains to be seen. But there was a lot of excitement in the New Zealand field there as the over comes to an end, 79 for 2.
Shorter, it just jumped on him a bit, but he's got away with it. He steered it down to the vacant third man area, and he's got 4 runs. Well, that's not a bad ball. He's just pushed it out for 1. And this is Alex Stewart's 50. So another fine innings from this English opening batsman. He's had a marvellous series. Picked up 100 in the first innings, and now he's on to 50 in this innings, unbeaten to date. Oh, is he gone? What a superb catch! No ball called, what a tragedy. Brilliant catch from Blair Hartland. Everyone on the ground thought it was all over, and umpire Dunn had his arm out for a no ball.
Well, what can one say? It all came together for Sewer here. How many times did he have Stewart drop there in the first innings? Twice?
Yes, he did.
How disappointing when you look around and see that the arm is out.
Yes, they've tried hard. They kept the pressure on. Over-pitched. He's driven, and it's 4 runs. He's in the air. There was a yell of catch it, but there was no one within cooey of it. And there's the 100. 102, in fact, England.
Stewart getting the second run and the third. Thank you very much, says Robin Smith. If you go short, I'll smash you to the mid-wicket boundary. Over the mid-wicket boundary.
Yes, this ball was too short. No man in the deep. Smith's a very strong puller of the ball. Look how he waits for this.
Oh, he swung it away. Short ball. And I'm not quite sure where that went. Oh, it's over.
Down to 6.
Yes. The umpire wasn't. 6 runs. Robin Smith cashing in 121 for 2. Here's a comfortable little single, just turned away on the leg side. So there we are, 127. And it's all square, is it, Henry?
All square, yep.
Here for a catch down the leg side, he's out. Alex Stewart is out. Caught down the leg side by the keeper. And England 127 for 3.
Well, it looks to me like one of those disappointing, inexplicable ways of getting out. Little leg glance here, the glance going too fine. Straight into the gloves of Ian Smith. Yes, it didn't look to me as if it hit the pad. The pad was a long way away from the ball.
What a fine batting performance in this test match from ALEC Stewart. England won 27 for 3. Turned away by Lamb, so he is off the mark. Down to Murphy Seward. And England now on the credit side of the ledger. Oh, goodness me, nearly played it on. It's trickling away down behind the wickets. And they'll complete 3 runs. And we'll have a look in a moment, just see how close that was to the stumps. Patel can't believe it.
Same shot as he got out in the first innings, Alan Lamb. Watch this, he gets away to late cut, gets an underside edge, and oh, Ian Smith can't believe it. It went past that off stump.
For Smith. The Lamb heading beautifully through extra cover. It won't get all the way. The speedster right will get it before there. Well, they only ran 2 there. They're not very urgent about it. I thought they might have gone for the 3rd, but they just dawdled down the pitch for both of the runs.
Oh, it's through. Misfield.
And 4 runs.
Oh, that's 4 runs. It deserved 4. It got it.
Yes, a slow full toss gets what it deserves. Alan Lamb started decisive on those.
Be a pity if New Zealand got a bit ragged here, Henry. They've got to keep concentrating, don't they?
Yes, they mustn't let England off the hook. And in fact, it's going to be terribly important the first hour tomorrow. And if there isn't a significant breakthrough then, or another one, as well as another one tonight, then I think England will have made the match safe. But from where we are at the moment, New Zealand still have an excellent winning chance, I think.
Oh, that was another nasty delivery. That's one like the one that got Gooch. And there's no 3rd man, and Martin Crowe doesn't make it. But that was a good delivery, Henry.
Yes, it was. And he has got the ability. He's a great tough lad, Chris Cairns. He gets the ball up from not so very far short of a length, doesn't it? And it rises sharply and surprises the batsman. And Alan Lamb, in fact, whipped his bottom hand off, and I thought made a pretty good job of improvisation then to keep that one down.
Yes, he did well.
This one's gone away down towards fine leg. It's a very long chase. And the batsman should have time to come back for the 3rd run. Chris Cairns having to make a lot of ground there. And there was a little nick on that, so it was turned very fine by the batsman, Robin Smith. Well, that's a beautiful shot. Lovely timing from Smith. Away through mid-wicket for 4. Shot off the back foot. Jones has a long chase. And they'll come for a 3rd run. Last ball on day 4 of this test match. Tell bowling it to Robin Smith, and that indeed is stumps now. On the 4th day, the players head for the pavilion, and England will take a lead of 44 runs into the final day of this test match. They have 7 second innings wickets in hand. And it has once again been a fascinating day's play. Some good batting by New Zealand earlier today. And then England having to fight very, very hard in the early stages of their innings, losing Gooch, Hick and Stewart. But Smith and Lamb will resume on the 5th day with England at 171 for the loss of 3.
So England have fought hard to be at the end of the day 44 runs in credit. Another fine knock in this test match from ALEC Stewart, Robin Smith and Alan Lamb, the 2 players to continue into the 5th and final day. A look at the New Zealand bowling figures. They've all been successful except for Danny Morrison. They've all tried hard, but England have played well during the last 2 sessions of this day. He's as the great threat on this 5th and final.